Filming on the 15-year Lie movie is close to kicking off, and the latest Oshinoko chapter gives us a breakdown of all the actors involved and even our first look at Ruby in costume as Ai, which was absolutely huge. In the last chapter, we saw one of the most hype Aqua moments in which he gaslights the Crow Girl into taking the child roles in the movie, which was just amazing. Such an Aqua moment, really, and I'm just still really excited about not only that whole situation, but also for the potential reveals we are going to get now that she is in the picture. Chapter 128 picks up again at Strawberry Productions, where we begin the script readings. We see a lot of familiar faces come back in this chapter, but one of the coolest things we get is that every character has their stats revealed to us, so that we get a better idea of their strengths and weaknesses in the entertainment industry, as well as the character that they will be playing in the movie. We start with a panel of Aqua and Ruby side by side. We see the stats they're all ranked on are broken into 6 categories: entertainer skill, variety skill, internet and social media, popularity, acting skill, and singing skills. These are all ranked E through to S. So starting with Aqua, he is rated 3-star overall, whereas Ruby is a 4-star. It's interesting to see that Ruby's popularity is higher than Aqua's now, but based on all the work she's been doing plus her performances in Bikamachi, it's definitely understandable. What's eye-catching, of course, is her D rank for acting. We know this isn't her strong suit, and she is of course very new to this, so it'll be interesting to see how Ruby is going to hopefully progress over this arc, especially as she has the lead role of Ai. Aqua is of course playing the role of Hikaru, and other than getting the Ruby x Aqua shippers sweating at any potential love scenes coming our way, this is going to be a very interesting thing to watch over the course of this arc. With them both being so close to Ai, their emotions are tied to this like no other, and we've seen Aqua close to breaking point on a few occasions actually. Now the Crow Girl is there as well, you know she'll be ready to pounce and stir up any sign of weaknesses. Speaking of said Crow Girl, Ruby states that this is a huge job for Strawberry Productions, and yet what is someone like her doing here? Referring to, of course, the Crow Girl. Crow Girl is like, someone like me? That's rude. She says, for your information, I'm the child actor who was chosen to play child A and child B in this movie. So yeah, I'll be playing the two of you when you were little. She also reveals that her stage name is Tsukuyomi and that they'd better treat her kindly. Two very interesting things are that her stats are all question marks, which I guess is obvious as she isn't really in the entertainment industry. And secondly, her stage name is Tsukuyomi. Does this name hint at her true identity? And it again brings that Japanese mythology theory into question. Again, a small hint that could very well be a huge reveal in itself later on down the line. Now, Ruby just says, don't get in our way, and the Crow Girl says, I haven't done anything but help, haven't I? Very cold interaction between these two, and I did wonder how the two of them were going to be with one another, particularly Ruby, but you know there's a lot more to come here. Memcho then appears, and she looks like she's having a mini crisis, asking if it's really okay for her to be in the movie. Ruby says that she honestly isn't sure, which obviously isn't the answer that Memcho was looking for, as she was hoping to get some encouragement from her. However, Best Girl Frill appears and fangirls all over Memcho, saying that she watches all of her videos and that she completely idolizes her. She asks Mem nervously if she can shake her hand, and this interaction is exactly what Memcho needed. She's all like, of course you can, dear, and the panel of Mem here is actually perfect. I just love how this has completely changed her mood, and the addition of the visual self-esteem raise was just so good to see. We of course get their stats here too. To no surprise, Frill is a 5-star ranking and nothing below an A, which you love to see. She's a total boss. Memcho is a 3-star rating, however, with her highest rank being an A in the obvious internet/social media category. It's also revealed that Memcho will be playing Mei from the original Bikamachi, and Frill is playing Airi Himikawa, Taiki's mother. Then we move on to the biggest rivalry in all of the series, which is of course none other than Akane and Kana. Kana says, why are you sitting next to me? And Akane replies by saying, you don't like it? Go somewhere else then. Kana says that at this stage, she doesn't hate it as much, and Akane says, it always happens, doesn't it? I'm forced to sit next to you wherever there's a chance. And it's true, these two are always forced together, and though the two hate it, we as viewers of course totally love it. It's revealed that the two will both be playing original Bikamachi members, but more importantly, we get the two stats. Akane is is rated 4-star overall, whereas Kana is ranked as a 3-star. Of course, the two tie as S ranks for acting, but Akane tops Kana when it comes to entertainer skill and popularity, while Kana beats Akane in internet/social media and singing skills. Both girls are of course nothing short of amazing. Both have put in the time and effort to get where they are, however I feel Akane does just take it when it comes down to it. I think Akane has the natural talent, whereas Kana has had to work to get to where she is, you know? I liken it to the Messi and Ronaldo debate for those of you into football or soccer. Akane is like Messi in that she was just born with talent. Everything comes naturally and I guess you could say easier for her. Whereas Kana is more like Ronaldo in that yes, she is talented, but she's had to work from the bottom to get to where she is. Interesting to see the two ranked like this, and I'm sure it'll spark some discussion between rival fans of the two, but what do you guys make of these stats, and are you team Akane or are you team Kana? Let me know in the comments. So the girls continue to bicker as Melt shows up. It's good to see these older characters coming back again. Funnily enough, he's a 3-star rank the same as Kana, but the interesting thing is that he has been cast as Goro. Now, I'm very keen to see if Aqua is going to be giving him any specific hints or direction when it comes to his performances, him in his former life. That would be really cool to see. Now, we move on to the script reading as well as being told that the costume fitting will also be done today. Director Taishi is quick to identify that the Crow Girl isn't a bad actor at all. He comments that her tone sounds like a twisted adult who's trapped inside a child. This of course reminds him of how Aqua was back in the day. Little by little, I feel we're getting small details of the Crow Girl teased to us here. I honestly can't wait for more. Taishi, however, identifies a problem as he looks over to Ruby doing her reading. Her line is, "I'm sorry, I can't love you." This line is revealed as being something that I actually said on the DVD that she had given to Aqua. Aqua realized that I saw the true nature of Hikaru and wrote this line into the script as a parting word, to which Ruby read exactly the same, as a parting word. However, Taishi looks down and says, "But that's," and stops there, which suggests that there's more to this line or more intent behind these words than a parting. So again, it's leaving it open for us to find out more later on down the road. So the script reading ends there and we move back to Kana and Aqua. Kana pats Aqua on the back saying that the script is good. She says that you have quite the hidden talent, don't you? Aqua says, "I just did the outline and that the director fixed most of it. I can't build from the ground up." Kana says that's probably true, but in the end, what really touches you is whether or not there's hatred in this work. In that sense, it's outstanding. It's a good script. We then move on to Memcho and Akane. Memcho says, "I saw it on the news, but after all that happened, it's amazing that both Ruby and Aqua were able to get back on their feet." And this is interesting because yes, this was a big story when it happened, and even now I guess, but to get the insider's point of view on it all really makes everything about it hit home even more, especially when you know the two who were involved in this huge thing as well. Akane gazes over to them and replies to Memcho saying they haven't recovered yet, neither Aqua or Ruby. This is really interesting because if anyone is really going to see through it, yes, it's Akane. Not only is she a master of reading people's acts and emotions, but she has also been directly involved with this. She knows Aqua is set out on getting his revenge, and Akane herself has said that she will stop him, so there's a huge situation bubbling beneath the surface right here. Next up, we have the actors playing Miyako, Ryosuke, and Ichigo, all giving their initial opinions on the script before moving on to Aqua talking to Taiki. Aqua apologizes to him saying this script must be painful for him. Taiki says, "That's okay, it's not like I'm giving my real name out here. Besides, it was my mother's fault for being infected and corrupted by this world of entertainment." Taiki is revealed here to be playing Saijiro Urihara, who was his legal father who killed his mother and then committed suicide himself when he learned of his mother's secret with Hikaru. This is one hell of a role to play, right? And I couldn't imagine doing that. Of course, I'm sure this won't be a problem for Taiki, as the guy is a 5-star rated dude. He's an absolute beast, but still emotional. Wouldn't want to do it myself. We finally move on to the hypest part of the chapter where the costume fitting is taking place. So we see Kana and Memcho in costume as the old B Komachi members, and you'll love to see it. They look really, really cool. Kana asks about Ruby, and then we see the shocked faces of everyone as Ruby asks everyone what they think and says that the wig she's wearing is amazing. Then on the final page, we of course get the reveal of Ruby dressed as I, and of course, as she says, "Do I look like I?" she is the spitting image of her. It's actually crazy to see. To us readers, it looks exactly as if Ai is gracing the page, but in real life for those characters, it must be an even more surreal thing to witness. The chapter ends with Akane saying, "Genes are cruel after all." What an end to the chapter, right? Ruby looks incredible as Ai, and rightly or obviously so. I think we're all waiting to see the reaction of Aqua, of course, but damn, what a panel. This definitely demands your attention, doesn't it? Great chapter overall, of course. You know, we got a little bit more about the Crow Girl, we got the reveal of which actors are playing who, and the rating system was a really great touch. What did you think of the rating system? Would you have changed any of the ratings at all? I feel overall this chapter definitely still asks questions, but it really does a good job of setting up what's to come. What did you think of the chapter overall? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And while you wait for the next video to drop, why not check out this video where I talk about the real reason why Ai was written out of Oshinoko so early, despite how amazing a character she was. But guys, that's it from me. I'll see you soon for some more. Till then, you take care. Peace, peace.